a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Yeah! Great job, everyone.
Good job, everyone. Welcome. I'm Reverend Gregory Toole. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Redondo Beach Center for Spiritual Living, where we are on a path here. We are on a journey. We are on a spiritual journey. It's about an expansion of consciousness, yes? We are on a journey here of intentional manifestation, of visioning, of catching a higher vision of that which Spirit wants to do through us and as us. We're here to awaken to our spiritual magnificence. And we have so much going on here at the Redondo Beach Center for Spiritual Living. We have children's workshops and children's events and activities and events for parents here. Any parents out there? So much going on here. We're growing, we're expanding, we're stepping into this greater yet to be of what the divine wants this community to be. And Spirit has so many good plans for this community. How many of you know that Spirit has a big plan here? Now, how many of you know that Spirit has a big idea for you in your life? Yes, Spirit is not playing around with us. Spirit is like, get up. You got things to do. You got places to be, people to see, and you got to be that vision of love and peace and harmony. The Dalai Lama said his religion is kindness. I could go with that religion. I also say, I was thinking about it, I think my religion is love. Science of mind is the thing, but my religion is love, right? My religion is love. Just love everyone. It can't be that hard. Just love everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Welcome to all of you online. You are so precious to us, the people online, all of your comments, your presence. We feel you. Send those people online some love right now. Let them know that we feel them. Yes, yes, yes. Thanks, everyone, for being here. We've got the wonderful Reverend Catherine McKinney, one of our staff ministers, to give us our announcements this morning.
Good morning, everyone. And you know, the first thing in announcements is what? Cell phones. That's it. Make sure your cell phones are turned off. I always have to check mine because that goes off and on. So the first thing we are going to talk about is the discovery class that is today. It is here in the sanctuary, and it is at 12:30. Is that exactly the right time? So come on down and have some fun in the Richelieu Hall and come back right in here for discovery class. There's certainly no cost, but it's a place to ask questions, and so it's in here, but it's not in here? Well, it was what was sent to me. That's March 1st.
March 1st. Wrong announcements.
I clicked on them. Well, some things could be wrong. So Discovery was last week, and I'm sorry you missed it. So this next one that I'm going to announce is about conscious parenting class. It is March the 5th, but it says consecutive Thursdays, so it's canceled. This could be a fun announcement. I should make it into a comedy routine. All right, that I know is done. And last week was the last time to sign up for grief support, right? Okay. And that. This is March the 8th, yes. And so March the 8th is the Women's Circle is meeting. Yay! And they're meeting in the teen group. And also, March 11 is this Wednesday, and we are having ecstatic dance. See, y'all are going to remember all these so much better, right? Okay. We are having also March the 13th. It is this Wednesday, the 11th. Oh, the time. It's at 6, I think. 6 p.m., yes. And so we have the author speaker series, which is yet to meet. It's going to be on Friday, March the 13th. So that's this coming Friday. It's at 6:30 p.m. Now, we have a concert that's coming up that's yet to be. It is going to be on March the 22nd. It's Jesse Powers. We did a video last week, if you were able to do that. Are we going to do another video? Yeah. All right, let's listen to Jesse Powers.
Hello, Redondo Beach CSL. This is Jesse Powers. I am a nationally touring singer-songwriter from Columbus, Ohio, and I'm really excited to let you know that I am coming to visit you. I'm going on a big road trip, a big winter tour, and so I will be there to give a full concert of my original music on March 22nd. I'm really excited to meet all of you, and I promise it's going to be a fun, uplifting, beautiful, insightful time. So come on out for some community and music and spiritual connection, and I will see you on March 22nd. From the west unto the east, the sooner you let go.
This should be the correct set. It's been a while since we have been on a spiritual retreat in this center. I think we all are aware of that. Many of us went to Arrowhead for decades, and we are going to have one this year, but it's going to be at this wonderful retreat center the American Jewish University has established as a family retreat center, and it's in the Simi Valley area. It's a wonderful retreat center. When is it? It is going to be the Columbus weekend, and that's coming up, and there's even more details that'll, the prices and all of the things that we're going to do, but I know we're going to have wonderful speakers and events. It will be a wonderful experience. I'm looking forward to being able to go. Now, we are having something called a Red Tent Gathering. It's a place to connect for women's wisdom and friendship, embracing the lens of science of mind and the divine feminine. It will be on the last Friday of every month, starting at 7 p.m., starting March the 7th. And so it is organized by Shannon, how do you say? Squilante. Oh, what a lovely name. Squilante and Lauren Williamson. Oh, and then we have St. Patrick's Day Dance, Lucky Charm concert and dance party with the Soundscape Orchestra. We're familiar with their wonderful music, and people come to dance. So if that's what you want to do, that's the place. Intentional manifestation follow-up session. This is to the workshop that Reverend Gregory did earlier. It's going to be on Sunday, March the 22nd. It's going to be exactly a month later, and it's going to be here in the sanctuary so that you can follow up on what you decided to do at that workshop. The drumming circle is going to meet March the 22nd, and it is meeting in a room across from the teen room. There's one you missed. The next game night is Saturday, March the 14th, so that's this coming Friday. It's at 4 p.m. Yes, and so you, what did I say, Friday? Saturday. You know, honestly, I can't keep up with the months and days, so feel free to correct me anytime. So it's Saturday, March the 14th. The important thing is it's at 4 p.m. And Monica and Mark want you to sign up at the desk so they can kind of get an idea of how many people are coming. There is no cost for this. And well, you got to get right about the money. She says $10. Now, last time we did one kind of game. This time we're going to play Pictionary. And so this is the fun part of it. We had so much fun the last time. I was there. I had a great time. It's somewhat competitive, but it's very friendly competitiveness. And it is really, really a great idea. If you like community and you like having fun with some of your church friends, Saturday, March the 14th for game night. Now, we have one last announcement that also Reverend Gregory didn't put in. It looks like this. That is the flyer that I'm encouraging you to pick up if you're interested in participating in the garage estate sale for Reverend Ruth Wagner's stuff. If you've ever seen her stuff, it's the most amazing, amazing thing. So it starts this coming Friday, which is the 13th. And remember, too, that Science of Mind classes, this is heavy. Science of Mind classes are also, accredited classes are starting. And there are flyers about that give you all the details. Reverend Gregory is going to be teaching Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. And Mark Ruth is going to be teaching Powering Your Decisions. So you have choices. Coming up soon. Now, it says here to please remember to move your clocks forward, but then that was last week. All of the flyers that are out there give you so much information. If you're even a little bit interested, check out those flyers. Now, if you need prayer today, you can get prayer today right here at the grand piano. There'll be a circle of people. They're individual practitioners who would love to help you. Please don't leave without prayer. Now, if you just want to submit something, the healing ministry, the box is out there, and you can do that too. Now, it's time to recognize those among us who may be here for the first time. We are so happy to offer you this wonderful bag. If you would just love to raise your hand, see the lovely ladies that are circulating around you. And yes, we have a winner back there. Do you have any winners over here? We were glad to share those with you. Also, just an announcement to let you know that Wednesday's inspirational service is Dr. Moira Fox this coming Wednesday. And the main thing to know is that we keep this center together with our wonderful volunteers. I appreciate them so much, and I appreciate it when they get applause. And thank you so much. Now back to our on-time, regularly scheduled program. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, but it is time for meditation, so let us begin.
Okay, so we're not done yet. Just one more quick announcement.
I'm just playing because in this ruffle of the announcements here, there was one more that was missed.
Well, it wasn't exactly missed. It was mentioned, but if anything, what I want to talk about really quick here is about the Live Your Best Life Speakers Series. And this is a really amazing event that you don't want to miss. It's complimentary. It's going to be happening the second Friday of every month. And this is a series where we bring authors and speakers to our community who are going to share their wisdom, their stories, their inspiration, and so much more. And this will be in an intimate setting in Richelieu Hall, where you will get to ask questions, get your book signed, and just really be inspired and spend the evening, quality time with your evening. The idea came many years ago. I produced this at the Agape community for 2 years in their bookstore. And because we have a spiritual bookstore, more people outside of our community need to know about it. Don't you agree? Yes. I mean, it's amazing. Joe and Liza have done such an amazing job with building the bookstore. And so, yes. So we're getting more new authors in there. We're bringing in authors from within our community. So if you are an author in our community, please come and see me at the Friends table. And then I will also be bringing in authors from outside of our community to bring their circle of influence to our community. So don't miss it. Our first author is this Friday. Her name is Carla Cohen, and she'll be talking about emotional intelligence. She's an award-winning business strategist with, this is her third book, and I happen, this is how Spirit works, happened to meet her at a networking event last week, and she just launched her book. So I thought, hey, come speak for us. So don't miss it. This Friday, there will be refreshments, and I hope to see you there.
I would invite you all to turn within for a moment. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Root down deep. Spread your wings out wide. Trust in life. Seek and you will rise. Root down deep. Spread your wings out wide. Trust in life. Seek and you will rise. Seek and you will rise. Seek and you will rise. Alleluia. 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 Root down deep. Spread your wings out wide. Trust in life. Seek and you will rise. Root down deep. Spread your wings out wide. Trust in life. Seek and you will rise. Seek and you will rise. Seek and you will rise.
Root down deep. Root down deep. Go deep within our being to find that presence of the divine, that presence of power, of creativity, of wisdom, of love, of joy, of peace, the source of all that is right at the center of our own being. Root down deep. And there it is. There it is. The very essence of life, the very essence of our life, one power, one presence. It is the very life living through me, the very life living through and as each one of us. We come together here this morning to lift that truth up, to center ourselves in that truth, to come into that awareness, to come into that embodiment of the truth of who we are. And so we co-create something magnificent here today. Each one of us bringing our energy and our essence, each one of us standing in the truth of our being. We sit up in our chairs and recognize who we are. We get rid of the slouch. We get rid of the smallness. We get rid of any sense of lack or limitation, and we open ourselves fully to the truth of our being this morning. And this truth ripples out past and beyond these walls into the city of Redondo Beach, into the South Bay, into the entire state of California, this entire country of the United States of America, across the entire planet. This morning we are sending forth love, we're sending forth peace, we're sending forth truth and the spiritual magnificence of each individual expression of God. Nothing less than that is happening here this morning, and so we are lifted up here. When we leave here today, we are so much more lifted up, and we go out into the world as ambassadors of truth, ambassadors of love, ambassadors of light. That's what's happening here today, and so I just give thanks for it. I release it, I let it be, and so it is.
Good morning. According to Ernest Holmes, founder of Science of Mind, which is the spiritual philosophy and principles we follow, he wrote in the textbook Science of Mind, if man is endowed with the attributes of self-choice and free will, he must be allowed to make this great discovery for himself. Even God could not make a mechanical individual. Thus, we have been created with free will, the ability to choose, think, and decide what we want to do. We make decisions all the time, even when we choose not to make a decision. That is a decision. The key question then is, are we making the right decision? Raymond Charles Barker, a Unity minister and advocate of Science of Mind, wrote in 1968, The Power of Decision. He wrote that troubles result when an unintelligent factor is introduced into a field of intelligent activity. Worry is an unintelligent factor, as are fear, hate, and resentment. This list could include all the negatives known. For instance, asking my wife, Monica, to marry me, right decision. In our recent trip to Alaska, I developed a persistent cough. Monica advised I should go to urgent care. I said no. I'm feeling better. However, not getting better, immediately upon my return home, I went to urgent care with a diagnosis of pneumonia. Not listening to Monica's advice, wrong decision. Concerning decisions, this is what Reverend Barker wrote. I am certain the principles and ideas explained in these pages will help many people to clarify their thinking and to make correct decisions. In my own life, his life, not mine, in my own life, I have proved them to be true. Life can be lived fully and richly. It all depends upon the decisions the person makes. Right decisions await your discovery of them. They are already in you. This book will help to reveal them to you. Not only will this book help reveal to make right decisions, so will the upcoming class powering your decisions, which I am facilitating. That's a word from our sponsor. The class begins April 2nd. We'll explore in his book, The Power of Decision, and we'll explore more than that, and examine how best to make right decisions. This class will greatly enhance your understanding of science of mind. Your decision now is whether to sign up at the front desk for this informative and enjoyable class. I know you'll make the right decision. And so it is.
This song is called I Had a Revelation, and it will feature David Bryan on solo vocals.
Living for God has been my one desire. God's been my everything, everything to me. Living in the Spirit has set my soul free. I gave my whole life to God, then I began to see.
I had a revelation one day while I was in prayer. I had a revelation one day. I became so aware. My love for God was ever so true. I discovered God loves me and needs me too. Now I know my God
God made me to reveal its holy face. I am the hand of God everywhere I go. And who I am matters to the Most High. I am a place for God. That's why I am alive.
I had a revelation one day while I was in prayer. I had a revelation one day. I became so aware. God was ever so true. I discovered God loves me and needs me too. Now I know my God alive. revelation. I am the place for God. I had a revelation. I am the arms of God. I had a revelation one day. I am the life of God. I had a revelation. I live as the eyes of God. Was ever so true. I discovered God loves me and needs me too. Now I know why I'm alive. Now I know why I'm alive. The Joyful Waves Choir, everyone. David Bryan. Thank you.
The new, the Joyful Waves Choir. Ah, David Bryant doing a solo there. That was awesome, David. Elise Carver giving us another solo over there. Wow, I love it, I love it, I love it. So beautiful, so wonderful. I know why I'm alive. God needs me and loves me too. God needs you and loves you too. That is the truth. That's, whoa, something happening up here. I'm about to levitate, don't worry. So good to see all of you. My religion, as I said in my intro, really is love. That's my religion. My religion is love. How about you? Yeah? Can you get along? Can you? We won't have anyone leave the church if they find that out, right? That my religion is love. If they find out I love all people, like I love even your enemies. Oh, how dare you? Yes, we're here to love. We're here to love. We're here to love everyone. And so we pray for, in the situations where we're in, where there's war, we pray for our soldiers, our servicemen and women. We also pray for all those who are affected by war. We also pray for the so-called other side. I said that one time in one of our churches where there was a large military presence, and someone came up to me afterward and said, we don't all like that. You know, but we can't be in a place where we say God is all there is. There's only one life. There's only one power. That is, and every being is divine, and then start choosing sides. We have to know the truth of every being everywhere. Is that controversial? No. Is love controversial? I sure hope not. Love is the answer, David said. Love is the answer. I don't know what the question is, but love is the answer. Love is the answer. So we've stepped into Kingdom 3 and the kingdoms of consciousness and the stages of consciousness. I want to call them states of consciousness because that's my word. I keep using everyone else's words, which are stage and kingdoms. But I like the word state because they don't always, it's not like it's not like you arrive at a particular state of consciousness and then you've arrived. We kind of move through them, right? You know, we might be in state 4, which is oneness, right? Where we don't see any separation whatsoever, not just as a theoretical, conceptual idea, but where we've embodied oneness. We've embodied our oneness with the divine so fully that we see no separation. But that doesn't mean once we have that experience for that moment, that we stay there all the time. We might have an experience later on where someone did something to us as our perception, and suddenly we're in that state 1, we're in that first state of consciousness, that to me, I'm a victim. Wow, how could this happen to me, right? So we have these 4 states of consciousness. To me, it's the victim consciousness. Things happen to me. I have no control. I have no dominion. And then we step into, last month we were talking about the second state of consciousness, which is by me. I have dominion. I can create my own experience. And then this month, we're talking about the third state, which is through me. I am a vehicle. I am a vessel through which great things are happening. I am surrendered. Anyone surrendered out there? A few people. Someone asked, what is surrender? I said, I don't know, I give up. And then after 3 is state 4, which is, as I said earlier, that's that oneness where we're just in oneness, which is as me. I don't know any separation between myself and God. And we can live in that state for moments, and then at some point maybe we can live there for long, long moments, right? And that's the practice. That's the practice that we're in here today. But this month we're talking about state 3, surrender, and we're talking today about living a spirit-led life. Who lives a spirit-led life? Yeah? All right, I got a few little things to say before I get into this. Someone said, I have completely surrendered my life to the divine. Now, if the divine could just follow my instructions, everything would be all right. Another person prayed, God, please give me patience, and I want it right now. Someone said spiritual surrender is when you finally stop trying to drive the car, you move into the back seat, and then you yell at God for taking the scenic route. All right, enough of those jokes. It's much more funny when things just naturally are funny, right, Catherine? Right, Reverend Catherine? Where's Reverend Catherine? She did a great job. She does so many good things around here. Let's appreciate Reverend Catherine. I love those moments myself when I do that, right? There was some moment, I think it was in the Wednesday service, and I was doing the announcements, and I kept, or maybe in the Sunday service, where it's a Sunday service, and I kept repeating the wrong thing, and you all were correcting me. It was like one of those woo-woo moments. So, a spirit-led life. In a spirit-led life, we are surrendered. We are allowing ourselves to be used by something greater. When I became a practitioner in 1998, and I had done all this spiritual work, I'd done all this spiritual practice, and I had really had some shifts, some transformation in my life, and I began to ask in my meditations, I would go into my meditation, I would get silent, and I would just say, what is it? It was kind of like a visioning activity, which was like, what is it that I am to do with all of this spiritual unfoldment and evolution that has occurred in my life? And every time I would sit down to ask that question within, only one word would come, and it was a very ridiculous word. It made no sense whatsoever. The only word that would come was minister. And so I did it again. I sat down again, and the next time I was in my spiritual practice, I sat down again. All right, what is it that I'm to do? And this one word came, minister. And I thought, that is so ridiculous. I never even grew up going to church or anything. I never saw my parents go to church ever, not even once. But they claim to be Lutherans. My mom, to this day, if you asked her, what's your religion, she'd say, I'm a Lutheran. Although she does study science of mind as well. So I kept up this practice, right, where I was asking for guidance, divine guidance, as to my path. And the word minister just kept coming. So I said, forget it, this doesn't work. This asking for divine guidance doesn't work because I keep getting this ridiculous answer called minister, and obviously that's not correct. Then I would be walking around in my spiritual community that I was part of at the time, and people just started to come up to me, and they would say, you're going to be a minister, aren't you? And I would get upset. I'd be like, what is your problem? Why are you saying that? Have I ever said to you I want to be a minister? And then over and over again, it kept happening. People kept coming up to me. You're going to be a minister, aren't you? And then one day I finally, just within my own being, I said, well, fine, I'll be a minister then. Tired of all this. And the moment I said yes, I was like, of course. Of course you will. What else would you do? It was so clear. And that began my spirit-led life, where it was no longer about me as a human being, me as a personality, me as an ego. It was always about what is the highest. And it became such a different way of living than how I've been living before. How I've been living before is anyone do those T charts where you draw a little line down the page and across the page, you got a T, you put a plus on one side, you put a minus on the other side. That was my life and how I made decisions prior to that moment where I started to lead a spirit-led life. It's like, let me put all the pluses on this side, minuses on that side. Nothing wrong with that. It served me. I made a lot of good decisions that way. Not as good as Mark's decisions, but but it was a very left-brain, finite realm decision-making, right? Because it was relying on my own human ego cognition to make the decision instead of listening into infinite wisdom within me, higher wisdom within me. And so I began to listen in for everything that I would do, every decision I would make. And so, therefore, sometimes what I would end up doing in a spirit-led life, which may not sound appealing to you, but I would end up doing things that weren't of my ego's design and weren't of my personality's design and weren't what I would necessarily choose of my own self. That probably doesn't sound so appealing, huh? However, what is appealing is those decisions were always so much more powerful, so much more impactful, so much more fulfilling, ultimately, than what I could have ever imagined. And so now I listen in for every decision I make. I feel inward because the heart is the seat of our divine intuition. Some people have called it the mind of the heart. Right? Sometimes we're always just in this mind of the head, which is great. It can do great things. But sometimes we're relegating to the mind of the head things that are not its to do. What is that saying? Render under Caesar that which is Caesar's. Right? Render unto the world, render under ego, render under that finite self, those things that are for it. The mind is great to figure out math problems or to do some software development. But then there's that greater mind within us, that infinite power, that infinite intelligence within us that can guide us, that can lead us, that can take us to greater heights. When I've had to make really difficult decisions in my life, like one time I had to hear that language? There's no had to in science of mind. We're always at choice. But one time I was confronted with someone who was in practitioner training at a former community, and they clearly weren't ready. They clearly weren't ready to go on. And as the minister, you have to sign the dotted line. Basically, there's a sentence in there that says, I believe this person is ready to be a licensed practitioner of science of mind. And I knew in good conscience I couldn't sign that, but I was struggling with that decision because this person was the founder of the church. She was a powerful woman. She was the founder of the church. She literally, as a layperson, she literally went and found a minister and did all the documents and created the church. She was also happened to be the current board president. Founder, board president. She was kind of like the matriarch of the church. She pretty much, before I got there, she ran the church. And then maybe even a little after I got there. And then the kicker was, her and her husband, between the two of them, were by far, by orders of magnitude, the largest financial contributors to the church. So my humanness, it's kind of like, do I really have to make this decision? Even though every time I went within and got quiet, it was like, yes, you cannot let this person become a practitioner right now. And so I got clear. In listening to Spirit, I got clear, yes, that's a decision I need to make. It's a difficult decision. That's a decision I need to make. One day, I was at church just similar to we are here today. It was a beautiful day outside. Beautiful day. The sun was shining. It was the most lovely day ever. And I went outside after church, and I thought, I was about to make the biggest, worst decision of my life ever. I was about to tell this person they couldn't go forward and create, here's this community, everything's going great, everything's going well, and I'm about to disrupt all of that. And so for a whole day, on this beautiful sunny day, for a whole day, if it was a movie, they'd have music playing and I'd be dancing down the street. Yes, I don't need to make that decision at all. Yes, yes, yes. All right, I am free. I am free. Went to sleep that night, woke up the next morning, did my spiritual practice. Boom. The decision was still sitting right there. And so I did make that decision. And it really made the church, and it really made me as an individual to surrender to that higher thing, even though it was the least comfortable thing to do. It was the least desirable thing to do. Because add all those things and add another thing in there, which is, I actually like this person. Sometimes we would even socialize. She would invite me over, her and her husband would invite me over, and we would socialize. So it was like the last thing humanly I wanted to do. And I began to call those moments my Arjuna moments. Anyone familiar with Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita? Yeah, Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, he has to do his divine duty, even though in that case it's a battle, and he has to do battle, and on the other side are his relatives. But there was this greater divine duty. And so I call those my Arjuna moments. My Arjuna moments. And that same community I was just referring to, there was a moment where I was at that community and everything was going great and we were really taking off. Don't get scared, I'm not leaving here. I'm here for the duration. I'm here for the duration. Have to put that in first before I finish this story. But there I was and everything was going great. And I had this offer to go serve our greater movement, where I was going to serve our movement across the whole world. And it was the most difficult decision humanly, because it was like, wow, I've got this great community. We're doing great things. I love it here. And then on the other hand, here's this opportunity to go serve the world in this greater way. And I just went back and forth in that humanness, back and forth. But then when I asked for that higher wisdom, when I got still and I got into my heart space, and I really listened in. When I say heart space, I don't mean that emotional space. I don't mean I'm just going with my emotions. I'm talking about the wisdom of the heart. Anyone know what I'm talking about? That divine intuition? It's the heart is so often relegated to being like not reliable, right? It's like this is what's reliable. I got to figure it out. But the heart is so reliable if we tune into that divine intuition part, the mind of the heart, that infinite intelligence of the heart. The heart really is connected to the soul in a very deep way, right? So we're really leaning in. When we say the heart, we're really leaning in to our soul, which is really our divinity, which is really the presence of God right at the center of our own being and as our own being. And so when I began to go to that place, and one of the ways that I made that decision was to basically say, one of my first spiritual influences, J. Krishnamurti, a teacher from India, and I found his book one day called "You Are the World" at age 19 or something like that in a small bookstore, and it was just sitting on the shelf with a black and white photo side profile of J. Krishnamurti and the words "You Are the World," and something like it just jumped off the shelf at me, that book. And J. Krishnamurti, I didn't find out until later years. Actually, I have Eckhart Tolle to thank for that, because Eckhart Tolle pointed out something that J. Krishnamurti said in his later years, which he said, "My secret is," and I was actually able to find it on video. I love that, how we can search for things these days and find things. And I found him on video saying those words where he's talking to the audience. And J. Krishnamurti, you have to remember, was a person. In his teaching, he never gave you the direct answer. It was always like a riddle. It was always like, and you'd say like, "Oh, so it's this." And no, that's not it. It was always like a riddle. And so on this day, when he said, "Want to know what my secret is?" everyone was like, "Yeah, like tell us, give us the answer finally." And he played with it a little bit even. I love that because when I heard when Eckhart Tolle said that he had said that his secret was, "I don't mind what happens," that was his secret. I don't mind what happens. But when I read that from Eckhart Tolle, I was like, are we sure he really said that? Because, he's not usually one to say something so direct like that. But when he did say it, because I found the video, he toyed with his students for a moment, because he knew himself, I surmise, that this was out of character for him, that normally he would not tell them that. But he said, "You want to know what my secret is?" And he played with them for a little bit. And he says, "My secret is, I don't mind what happens. I don't mind what happens." That's an ultimate surrender, right? Because when we say, "I don't mind what happens," we're saying, I don't, at an ego human level, I'm letting go of that ego human need to be in control of what happens. It doesn't mean we're careless or cold or callous. It just means I'm letting go of that ego need to be in control. I'm letting go of that ego need to know what's going to happen or how it's going to happen. And so my experience was before I heard J. Krishnamurti say that, actually, but I loved it when I heard that he said that. But my experience was it just came about through my own spontaneous realization, which was I have to totally let go. Because in my human ego personality, I literally could not make the decision. You asked me one day and I would say, "Well, I'm going to stay right here where I am." You asked me the next day, I'd say, "Well, I'm going to go to the home office." It was a different decision every day, from that plus, minus, plus, minus. Oh, wait, just added another thing to the plus column. Oh, well, now it's over here. Oh, what? Just added a thing to the minus column. Now it's over here. But when I finally released and let go, like J. Krishnamurti said, "I don't mind what happens," when I finally said, whatever is the highest, I don't care. I'll do either one. I'll stay here and I'll totally love it and be here, or I will go to the home office and serve the greater world. I don't mind either one. I'm okay with either one. Totally okay with either one. And I didn't just say it as a platitude. Like, really in my heart, I got really clear that this is a spirit-led life. A spirit-led life, I'm not minding what happens as long as I'm trusting the highest, as long as I'm trusting infinite wisdom within my being, as long as I'm trusting that divine love and intelligence in my being, and that is what comes forth. It comes forth from that place, then I don't mind what happens. The moment that I surrendered at that level, the answer was clear. It's like, yeah, you got to go do this thing. And so I did go to the home office and did amazing things there. It was an incredible journey. It was an incredible journey. And then eventually I was complete with it. I had done what I was to do there, but it was an incredible journey. I got to go travel to our centers in Ukraine and Russia and Peru and Switzerland and other places as well, all across the United States and Canada. It was an incredible journey to be able to serve the greater world in that way. How does that sound to you? I don't mind what happens. Is that how you're walking around in your life? You're like, I don't mind what happens. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm good. Let's try it on just for a moment just to see what it feels like. Let's say that together. I don't mind what happens. Now, take that thing that you're wrestling with, if you're wrestling with something. Take that thing you're wrestling with, and now apply it to that in this moment. Let's say it together around something that matters to you, right? It's kind of important to you, but you haven't decided yet. And then try this on. Let's try this on with that. I don't mind what happens. I don't mind what happens. As long as it's for the highest. As long as it's for the highest of myself and everyone else. How's that feel? It feels good, right? How can you go wrong with that? How can you go wrong? How can I go wrong? How can you go wrong? How can we go wrong if we're making decisions from the place of that which is the highest for ourselves and the highest for everyone else? So the invitation today is into spirit-led living, where we let go of the need for that human need to control and be in control and know what's going to happen. I always say when you move from state 2, which is by me, to state 3, which is through me, we let go of that thing called control. We let go of the need to be in control. I say we let go of the illusion that we ever were in control. And I say that facetiously because, of course, there's a lot we can control. There's a lot we can create in our life, and we can be empowered with our lives. But ultimately, we didn't even create our own life. We didn't even create this life that we live here. So our control that we're letting go of was never full anyway. And yet, in surrendering and letting go and saying yes to the highest, such freedom, such power. So that's the invitation today, to let go just a little. Take your hand with me for a moment here. Take your hand and ball your fist up like really tight, like hold on really tight, hold on really tight. And then as a gesture of letting go, just let go, let go. Shake it out. For some of you, it's really tight still, so. So we let go a little bit this month. And we say, I don't mind what happens. I trust in spirit within me. And I allow myself to be used for the highest and best for myself and everyone concerned. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. You all are awesome. We're going to hear from our choir again. Come on forward, choir. Our awesome Joyful Waves choir.
This song is called Om Shanti, again, another favorite by Ricky Byers. And we will be featuring a few soloists on this one, Jean-Louis Boudreau, Lisa Rodriguez, and Koch Drury. Cool.
Shanti, Om Shanti, inside my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind, God and only God I live to see. Peace inside my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind, God and only God I live to see.
Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Peace inside my heart, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my heart, God and only God I live to see. Peace inside my heart, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my heart, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om.
Peace inside the earth, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside the earth, God and only God I live to see. Peace inside the earth, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside the earth, God and only God I live to see.
Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om.
Thank you. Our Joyful Waves Choir, everybody. Thank you so much.
Gregory, what happened to the church?
What happened to what church? What happened to the lady? Come back next week. No. Come back next week and find out the end of the story. No. The church continued to do well. It still exists today. The church went on. The person left the church. Oh, yes. We say, oh, no. I say, oh, yes. Because sometimes a person needs to move on. Yes. Yes. Sometimes they need to learn or grow. Sometimes they need to move on. It all is included in it. And as ministers, we have to kind of get used to that we can't hold on to people, right? And we ran into each other, actually, sometime after that. And she said to me, you know what? You made the right decision. That wasn't right away, by the way. She was upset with me for quite a while. But one day I saw her and she said, you know what? You made the right decision. So it all comes full circle. We trust the divine. When we trust the divine and we trust that higher wisdom, we're not holding on to how it turns out. That's the holding on. That's the holding on. When we trust in that way and we surrender in that way, we're letting go. Remember, I don't mind what happens. Right? I don't mind what happens. We let go. If what we're surrendering to is whatever is the highest and best for me and all concerned, what are we worrying about? Right? So we let go of that need of that human control. All right. Thank you. I think I'm going to keep doing that, like don't finish my stories and then see. As if I was in control of that. Thank you so much to the choir. Wow, Jean-Louis. Wow, look at you, Jean-Louis. And Koch, where's Koch? Where's Koch? Where is she? There she is right there. There's Koch, great job. And where's our third soloist over there? And there's Lisa over here. Yes, wow. We were just talking on Thursday about inclusivity and how that's a value of mine, a value of our center here, and how do we be the most inclusive place ever. And you're doing a great job of that, Elise, of being so inclusive, everyone. Yes. Look at these amazing ushers. Turn around so they can see you all. We got Vicky here, David, Mary Lou, Linda. They're awesome. Thank you so much for the ways that you all serve. Thanks you so much to all of you for the ways that you generously give to this community. We are really going to new heights. We're the youngest 79-year-old church ever. We're just getting started at 79. We're just getting going. Like some of you at 79 are just getting going. Some of you at 86 or whatever are just getting going, right? Just getting started. All right. So many ways to give. You can text to give 424-379-3733. Don't call that number. Someone called that number and they said, hey, nothing was happening. Don't call that number. Text that number and then it'll give you the instructions for how to give. You can go to redondocsl.org/donate. You can also use the QR code up there. Use your phone, the camera on your phone, and it'll bring the website up and you can give that way. Cash and checks too. Those of you online, thank you for the ways that you give. We appreciate your giving as well as we all receive value from what happens here. Thank you so much. Let's hold our gift to our heart in our hands as we say our affirmation together. Divine love consecrates this my gift. It goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper all those who give and all those who receive. I rejoice in the sharing of my good, and I release my gift with love, and so it is.
Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling, I'm grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is, that God is all there is. Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling, I'm grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing, and God is all there is, that God is all there is, God is all there is.
Yes. Thank you, Jean-Louis and Elise Carver. My first minister was named Eloise, so now we got Eliza and Elise and Lisa and my first minister Eloise. It's a lot to hold up there. Let's rise and do some prayer here. Let's do a prayer here. Let's stand in our power. You can do your spiritual mind treatments from any state of consciousness as well, by the way. You can do your spiritual mind, even though spiritual mind treatment itself is a state 2 practice, we can do our spiritual mind treatment from that place by being in the let go, right? But we're speaking our word, and yet it's like this or something better, right? We're letting go. All right, let's speak our word. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life right now. And therefore, I, Gregory, speak my word. It is a word of power unto a law that receives it and acts upon it. I declare today that I am able to let go because I know a truth. I know that God is all there is. I know that God is love. I know that God is infinite intelligence. Therefore, I let go. I let God. I let this infinite intelligence. I let this infinite power. I let this infinite love use me. Use me. Use me. Use me. I am here. I am about that. I am allowing great good to happen through me. And I am grateful to be a vessel. I am grateful for all the good that comes forth through me. And I just release this. I let go. I let it be. I don't mind what happens. Because I know it's going to be good. And so it is. Yes. Good job. Good job. All right, let's join hands with our neighbors and sing the peace song. Practitioners, ministers coming up here. Let's give Reverend Catherine some more love. She's so awesome. She is awesome. Let's hear it for Reverend Oh, you're holding hands now, right? There you go. We love her. There you go.